Listen, trust is the foundation of everything in government.
She's talking about Keir Starmer. That's Layla Cunningham, Reform UK Limited's candidate for London Mayor, on GB News a couple of weeks ago, during the Mandelson affair. She's not wrong as a general principle. Trust is the foundation of everything in government. And I'd go further to say it's the foundation of the entire Reform UK Limited brand. The whole pitch. The reason why millions of people have been voting for them in the past local elections. And it's that they're different, straight-talking, anti-establishment, and they're on your side. So, let's test that, because Layla Cunningham has, entirely accidentally, written the criteria. Now, apologies, I do have a touch of the man flu, so if my voice sounds a bit off, now you know the reason. Okay, so November last year, Nigel Farage holds a press conference to set out Reform's economic vision. He's dropped the manifesto tax cut promises. The money isn't there, he says. So, what's the plan instead?
We are pro-worker. We believe what we do will create many, many more jobs. Jobs, yes, and people will have to work hard, but jobs that will come with a quality of life. The other thing that is never understood, whether it was in Brussels before or in Westminster now, there is this assumption that employers are the bad guys, employees are the good guys. Let me tell you something. There's an argument the minimum wage is too high for younger workers.
Young people on £10 an hour? Too much. The man of the people has spoken. At the same press conference, Farage also said that young professionals earning over £100,000 a year need a tax cut, because apparently they're the ones who can't make ends meet. Pay the workers less, cut the taxes for people who don't need them. That's the economic vision. That's the whole side he's on. Now, with that in mind...
Reform UK's leader, Nigel Farage, said today he didn't have to declare that £5 million given to him by Thailand-based crypto billionaire Christopher Harborne because it was a private gift to fund his personal security. It was given to him in 2024, before Mr Farage became an MP.
I've been the most attacked, physically, politician of modern times, and yet despite repeated requests to the Home Office, the police, for protection and help, I've been denied at every twist and turn. This money is the only way I can look after myself and protect myself for the rest of my life.
The rules are clear though, aren't they?
The rules are very, very clear. The rules are very, very clear, and believe you me, we've looked at this from every legal angle. There is no obligation to declare something that is an unconditional, non-political, personal gift.
In June of 2024, Nigel Farage received a personal gift of £5 million from Christopher Harborne, a cryptocurrency billionaire who lives in Thailand and isn't based in the UK. This wasn't a party donation, it went directly to Farage personally. The timing was interesting too. It paid while Farage was publicly insisting that he wouldn't stand for Parliament.
There he was, panicked, in the rain, ill-prepared, calling an early general election which shocked and surprised all of us. He did it, of course, because no flights were going to Rwanda. He did it, of course, because he feared that I'd be back in the front line. Now, he may be relieved to know that I'm not going to stand as a candidate myself. Why? 6 weeks isn't long enough to fight a constituency seat and to campaign around the country.
Weeks later, he announced his candidacy for Clacton.
I can't let down those millions of people. I simply can't do it. It'd be wrong. So I have decided, I've changed my mind. It's allowed, you know. It's not always a sign of weakness. It could potentially be a sign of strength.
Under Commons rules, new MPs are required to register any benefit received in the 12 months before election, particularly if there's any doubt about whether it could be seen as politically relevant. Farage did not declare it. His explanation for the money was a personal security, and Harborne says he wants absolutely nothing in return. So, £5 million, Thailand-based donor, pre-candidacy, undeclared, Standards Committee referral both from Labour and the Conservatives, and Layla Cunningham would like a word.
A strong leader, right, he doesn't try and silence debate or scrutiny. He tries to win it and prove his innocence. But what Starmer's doing is he's trying to hide scrutiny, he's trying to block scrutiny, and he's always talking about integrity, but it doesn't seem like he's defending integrity right now. He's just trying to prevent a fallout.
Excellent question. Here's Cathy Newman asking him about it.
Why haven't you done this? Because it's not political. That's why. Personal, political. By the way, I have to say, I do rather object
to illegally obtained information being put out, but that's the world we live in. I've had my computers hacked and much else in the last few weeks, but it's out there. I haven't denied
This
it.
is a hack, is it?
On my computer via Cameo, that was a hack, but that there's no doubt, and there is a court case to come on that. Look, here we are. You've known me a long time. I have been physically under attack since 2013. I can't catch the underground, but I'll never be able to as long as I live. And that money was given to me with the knowledge that the state in this country have never, ever wanted to help me. And you know what? Private security.
And why not refer yourself if you're clean on this?
Because why should I? I mean, honestly, we've looked at this with lawyers and everything. There is no case to answer.
Because why should I? There's your strong leader winning the argument. And here's what happened when the BBC offered him a rather large platform to do the same thing, a few days before the local elections, when every other party leader turned up.
As you'd expect, we asked Reform for an interview tonight. One Reform press officer asked with who and to discuss what. We said we'd like to talk about the local elections, the detention centres in green areas and the Harborne gift. We didn't receive another reply. And from the Reform head of communications, we had no response at all.
On Thursday, millions of us have the chance to tell politicians what we think at the ballot box. Elections that could decide the Prime Minister's fate. But it's 2026, so there are so many parties after your vote. 6 of them are here today. Not, however, Nigel Farage, who, as we told you last week, was fixed to be here. His team told us he changed his mind.
He changed his mind. 4 days before the election, a man who's built his career on telling everyone else they were scared of debate decided that Sunday morning wasn't for him.
And if he really is innocent, let the inquiry go through and prove his innocent.
The Parliamentary Standards Commission is currently examining whether the £5 million was used to support political activity. Reform's position that it was personal and unconditional gift with no strings attached. Which brings us to the strings. In May of 2025, Las Vegas Bitcoin conference, Farage takes to the stand to announce that Reform, should it win the next election, will introduce a crypto assets and digital finance bill.
And what I want to do when we win the next election is bring us into the 21st century. We are going to launch in Britain a crypto revolution. We're going to make London one of the major trading centres of the world. We're deadly serious, and here it is.
The bill, he described it, would establish a national Bitcoin reserve within the Bank of England, cut capital gains tax on cryptocurrency from 24% to 10%, and introduce legal protections preventing banks from closing accounts linked to digital assets. Christopher Harborne, the man who gave Farage £5 million and wants nothing in return, has 12% stake in Tether, the world's largest stablecoin issuer. Stablecoins are digital assets, and stablecoins benefit from the kind of regulatory environment Farage is proposing. The capital gains tax cut on crypto would benefit anyone holding significant cryptocurrency wealth, and a Bank of England Bitcoin reserve would legitimise the asset class that Harborne's entire financial empire is built on. But yeah, he wants nothing in return. Farage also personally invested $250,000 in Stack BTC, a London-listed Bitcoin treasury company chaired by the former Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng.
We are about to place our Bitcoin order. Well, Stack cannot be a Bitcoin treasury unless we buy Bitcoin, which is exactly what we've done today.
If you're wondering whether the Lib Dems thought that looked inappropriate for a sitting MP to actively promote crypto, well, they called for an FCA investigation, so you can draw your own conclusions. Young workers, £10 an hour, too much. £5 million personal gift from Thailand-based crypto billionaire, nothing in return. A Bitcoin policy platform assembled at Las Vegas conference that would directly benefit the man who gave him £5 million, and yet there's nothing to see here. And Layla Cunningham, who, to be fair, went on GB News a few weeks ago, not knowing any of this was about to come out, would like to leave you with one final thought. If you're new to the channel and this is your kind of thing, please do subscribe, and you can join the membership if you'd like to support the channel too. So, here's what Layla would like to leave you with.
Listen, trust is the foundation of everything in government.
Reform said they were different. Different from the politicians who look after their mates. Different from the establishment that plays by its own rules, and different from the people who say one thing and do another. £5 million, undeclared, from a man who lives in Thailand, who owns a 12th of the world's biggest stablecoin and who wants absolutely nothing in return.
Yeah, but we all live in this country, we pay taxes here, so we've every right to be involved in democracy here. This is a foreign billionaire who is trying to destabilise and overthrow one of the greatest democratic democracies and governments in the world just to suit his own ends, as he has done elsewhere in the world. He has no right to interfere.